Well, hello everybody, Smith here, and welcome to another Minecraft Dinosaurs episode. Where's all my map gone? We're going back in time now, guys, and I'm going to explain why, because we're going to go to a different island. Is still a map available, but it's a map with a difference. It is the 5 Deaths map, which has all 5 islands, including Isla Sorna, which is where the series is going now. But it's got some funny, weird things on the map. You can see here we've got the original way I built the old raptor pen over here with it on a different build, which I'd pasted in the back of here. But on this side we have the map, which is way go. This is going back 2.5 years. This is how the map looked 2.5 years ago. Yeah, so this map was what I did. There's a video. What I'd recommend is go and see episode 160, guys, where we moved some of this stuff in. Well, we already started before then. Here's the old it's the right up on the hill here. The problem with this map is it's half size, so it's not a full size 1-to-1 Isla Nublar. So oh my word, the T-Rex has been here for 4 years. Just been sitting here. The T-Rex was on here I think 3 years ago when I first filmed this one, so she's still here, and this is how it looked like originally going back 3 years. But she's here, aren't you? You're still here. Happy, because we're in still in Minecraft 1.8, guys. We're in JurassiCraft 1.8 because it's still the best JurassiCraft. Because I haven't obviously seen the new one yet, but this is still the best JurassiCraft due to the number of dinos. So we have got problems with the world, and I'll explain why when we go to Isla Sorna. But I would recommend you go to episode 160, guys, because in that episode, towards the end, I show the other islands. So we show the Nublar tip, Isla Nublar, this one here. We go to Matanceros, we go to Marita, and then we go down to Isla Sorna, just to show you some of the other islands on this map. So it is a 5 Deaths map, and what I intend to do is we're going to be working on Sorna quite a lot. But in the meantime, what I will do, guys, is update Isla Nublar with a basic map. So it won't have all the features in, but there's enough room to put all the hotels over here. We won't have the Jurassic gates because it's a different map and it's slightly different in terms of layout. That was the first hotel going back 4 years. And we will have the Pachycephalosaurus arena, so we'll be able to put all the hotels in. I think I'll be able to put all the hotels in because we can go back over here. Sorry, I've got 24 chunks on, so it's loading. So might be able to put the pool in over here. So we'll put some stuff in, but it won't be a lot. And the original I'll tell you what's on this map as well. The original Baryonyx, the original Irex paddock is on this map. The Baryonyx, Spinosaurus original build. The Raptor, the Jurassic World Raptor pad is on this. We've obviously got the hotel, and we've got the old Jurassic Park Raptor paddock. But what we're interested in doing really for this episode, just want to show you where we're coming from, is head over to Isla Sorna and show you what we're going to do. And I recommend, guys, go and watch episode 265. Episode 265, I'll put both links because that gives a full review of the Isla Sorna map. So let's just have a look at, if we do F3, see where we are now. We're at 6365 124 by 2419, and you watch where we're going to go to, because we're going to TP right to Isla Sorna and right to the Aviary 40, which is a long way away from here in terms of Minecraft blocks. This map is absolutely huge, and it's the only one in existence. I don't know how many people have actually got this map, because I was one of, if I remember, I was one of 6 people that had this map. So let's go. And I've done it wrong as usual. What did I do there? I did P. Why did I do that? You would have been shouting at me. And I've still done it wrong. Oh my gosh, guys, sorry. Apologies for that, I might cut that out. So we'll slash TB to Isla Sorna. So if as I said before, this map is half size, guys, half map Isla Sorna, but it's got all the massive key features in. It's got all the landmarks, it's got all the topography as per Isla Sorna. And here is the initial build. We're going to build this next. We're going to do it properly. So originally in Jurassic Park 3, guys, they sailed away from here. And they must have been around about here because you could see the tower at the top. Probably around about here, actually. They could see the tower. Now, the big problem is this is only like, it looks like from looking at all the original artwork and stuff, and then also looking at frame by frame from the movie of the Pteranodon scene, we've got to build backwards quite a long way. So let's just get rid of that. You can see how far we come out, 18,000 blocks basically. So I'd originally built this. There's an episode. If you type in Isla Sorna into my videos, into my channel, you will come across about 15 videos on the Isla Sorna build. So if you want to go and head back and have a look at how I built this stuff, go back. But the reason why we're in JurassiCraft 1.8 rather than the 1.12 is because of these. Pteranodon. Because obviously the Pteranodons were here and they did all the damage. So they're here, they're flying because they only fly in 1.8 properly. We have also got not just the Pteranodon here, we've got the Zenitoperis, but we've got the Pteranodon. So what have we got to do, guys? We have got to do a lot. So let me show you. I've got to do. I went and had a look at the land formation. Let me just take this down a minute. I'm going to have to leave it. Sorry, slow frame rates while I need to show you this and what it looks like. So we've got the valley. Remember, it's not as high as the movie because in the movie they were like up on the cliffs, and we're going to try and reproduce that. And they were frightened of falling down in the water and stuff like that, and the paragliding. First problem I've got is on the movie you saw this dome, but in the movie itself it was a big long valley with the cover. Now on the picture you can actually see somewhere around about here, guys, and I would say that the dome is like the front piece, and somewhere around about here we have to cut the dome, and it's going to be cut about there because it makes sense. So that section, and then the overarching bird cage, as it's called, will go here. So we're going to have to build the bird cage across and we're going to have to build the struts across here, and the bird cage's got to go all the way down there. So this is a massive build, so we will be doing stuff in between. So, and that's what I want to show you. So look how it builds. There you go, the valley. Let me just show you the valley, and then we'll go back to 16 chunks. So the problem I've got with the valley is this is all great. This is all a good height, but then on this map, it drops off at the end, and as we all know, when we get down to here, the valley was still as tall. So I'm going to I don't know, I think I might have to make a shortened version of the bird cage. I wanted to carry on round here, look, and make it come round here, but and then it comes to an end, which is almost where they are in the movie, if you see how far he paraglides. But really, paragliding that sort of distance was a bit far. So what we're going to do is stick, because of the size of the build, we're going to stick to this sort of size here, and use that. I might try and build that up, but I don't want to wreck the scenery. I suppose I could just cut and paste and try and do something with it to do the valley, but we're not going to do that because we've got another problem as well. We got the Spinosaurus fence, and we've got to build the towers on top, the lookout towers as such. So let's have a look at this. So let me just come down to several. Let me just come down to, go back to options and come back down to video settings. Come back down to 16 chunks, because then we'll get some good frame rates for you guys. Right, there we go. Much better. Still good view, as I said. Also, these valley sides are not steep enough because I want them proper steep. And so I need to really make these a lot steeper and sheerer. So all this, there is like a bank at the edge, but I need to take out lots of blocks. So it is a heck of a job, and it's a long-term project with other stuff in between. But that's what we want to do. It'll be the first one in Minecraft, would you believe it? There's only everything Jurassic Park, their team's going to build it because they're moving to Sorna. But yeah, so we're going to stick with that. Anyway, guys, so the other problem we got is up here. We have the lookout tower. And I'm going to put one lookout tower here, guys, and I'm going to put lookout tower over there as well, and then we might have some more down. I do feel there was more than one lookout tower as such. Now, if you remember, the Spinosaurus fence is over here, but it didn't drop off. It didn't drop off into the jungle that far because I've built this up. So what? And that's the trouble is I need it to look more like this. So what we're going to do is at some point I need to do the Spinosaurus fence, and I need to sort of try and once we built the fence, try and make this a bit more built up like we do with some of the other parts. So it's all going dark, guys. So and I now want to show you the problems I'm having with this map, and that's why it's taken a few days to get this video out, because silly me used this world to do a bird mod. You remember the bird watching mod? I used this map to show off the bird watching, so I went and moved it into 1.12, and when I came back from 1.12 back to 1.8, it's corrupted a few areas, but I've now worked out how to solve that. So let's have a look and move to there. So I'm going to leave it dark because it's really good. We're going to go to site B. Site B, this one here. So let's just go back over here. 4233 4. Let's get this right this time, guys. 199. Hopefully we're going to get this right. 16,000. So it's a 2,000, 3,000 blocks away. And also I've done the raptor fields on this map as well already. I just suddenly realised, forgot to mention. So we'll come back. You've seen this before, guys. You've seen this map before. It's got some of the super dinos. Oh, look, doesn't it look spooky in the dark? Whoa, it does look spooky in the dark with shaders. So this is the embryonics laboratory, and we haven't done the road out to the, and you'll see some stuff over. You haven't done the road out to the docks because we need to put a dock down there. And eventually what I will do is upgrade. This will be available in 1.12, and we'll do some stuff in 1.12, to be honest. Once I've built a few more things. So this is the embryonics lab and stuff, but there are a few problems as I set today, and I'll tell you what's happened. It never, always save a backup in the world before you move on, because you never know when you want to move back. So this was built in 1.8. I've got several mods in this particular build, so we're going to do this is we got in fact, yeah, we got several mods, custom NPCs. We got Mr. McCrayfish's furniture mod 1.8. we got power advantage, we got some other stuff as well, and when we built it, some of the blocks, and gone to when it goes to 1.12 1.12.2, some weird stuff happens. So all the plants that are in the front of this have gone. All the computers have turned to blocks from the, I'm trying to think which block that is. If I just go down here, guys, it is the mineralogy, because we've got mineralogy on here for special blocks. So all the computers and stuff have gone, but luckily, guys, I have got an older version of this map, which I've got the version of the map which has this on it up to that point, so I'm going to copy and paste that in. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do behind the scenes, and we can show it off. But the episode 265 shows you how this looks like, and we got all the dinos in here still. They're all in here, all the JurassiCraft dinos. Oh, and the other thing that's happened on the map, guys, is that these, which I've got to use MC Edit to remove. So what's happened is there was some old blocks which from an old mod which you couldn't see, and then what happens is they've been replaced by these brass ornaments. So there's lots of places over the map where these odd blocks are. It's quite easy to get rid of them, to be honest. I'll just use MC Edit and edit them out. But at the moment I need to do a bit of remedial work to get us back up to speed. That's why I'm going to do build the aviary and do some stuff behind the scenes. I've got the map for this, so this has got computers and lampshades and furniture, which is all gone, guys. You can see all the furniture in episode 265, so if you want to have a look at that, there you go. I'm not going to mention again. So we'll just skim through here. This is going through to the embryonics lab for those people who haven't seen it. We got the tubes and everything over there, and then we go through, and we're just going to nip through here, guys, to the pens, and round the other side and through here, and then we got the breeding pens. Those are breeding pens I saw in the movie, and we got breeding pens where they've obviously grown too big. So we got the there's all sorts of escapees here, loads of JurassiCraft models in here, all happy. See, all my plants from the plant mega pack have changed. This is why we like JurassiCraft, because their movement and their models are so good. I can't wait. Oh, it always goes there. It's a bit weird. And then we got the T-Rex and stuff over here, and I think that we can just nip out through here. Yeah. Hello. It does that weird thing. Why aren't you making... Yes, you're making a noise now. So we did this on an episode as well. And then in here... Oh! It's gone. It's gone. They've gone. My Spinosaurus has disappeared. Interesting. There we go. Let me just bring this. Let me just try something. Make sure I've got the right mod pack on here. So if we go Spinosaurus. Yes, we got Spinosaurus. We definitely have got Spinosaurus. So just and one of these will be. It's raining now. It's the blue one. Let's go toggle downfall, because it always rains in Jurassic Park. Oh, I'm not doing very well, guys. I'm not doing very well today at all. Right, so there's that one, because one of the Spinosauruses. Oh, hold on. There it is. Yes, one of the Spinosauruses we had the skin on, remember, as well, which is in that. I just forgot about that, but what's sure. Anyway, guys, we've got raptor paddocks over here. The only other thing I want to show you, to go back to episode 265, is the worker village, which I'd started, /TP, workers village, 5.8, and that's where the biggest problems are in terms of corruption. Because all my pipe work has been wrecked, to say the least. So this is the furthest point, and we got loads of things to clear up here, all these blocks. So this is the workers village port here. Again, we've got another dock. So as Mine Jurassic's got the new dock mod as it's coming on, we can't wait to put trucks and containers and all that. I'm really looking forward to that. So I've got something to do the docks, and you can go back and see this build. But basically, there's a load of pipe work on here, which is gone, by the way, just disappeared sadly, and there's some blocks disappeared as well. And all my lights have changed into cameras. All my lamps have changed into cameras. I have to redo this. All the furniture in this place that I built has all the furniture's gone, so I have to go back to the video and watch it. My garage is okay still. My garage is okay. We're okay for that. But the garage inside, all the garage things have all changed. So I need to, and the toilet's gone. There was a toilet in there, but it's gone, guys. The toilet is gone. So I have to fix that from McRae's, Mr. McRae's. And this is, you see, it's just a bit. It's just a section. So it's just the literally same build, recreated and changed. In fact, it is changed, isn't it? I've just realised. But what I can do is the inside here. This side, see, it's got the computers. I think I slightly changed that. I can copy and paste. This is all the same. There was a toilet in here, but you can see the toilet's disappeared. So I can just copy and paste this back in from the building we saw earlier and just change it, because there was loads of tables in here and a bar area here. But there we go. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to do some work on it. I want to show you what we're doing. This is based on the workers village that was originally planned for the original, if I remember, it's the Lost World, isn't it? Yes, the second one. So we've got a mixture of first and second, Jurassic Park 2 and 3, and there are loads of pictures available on the web to look at the workers village. And up here, guys, to finish off before we go and build some stuff, I have got the we have got the killing fields, the raptor fields. So I built this a while back as well, but we've got the raptor fields here. This is where they came down off the mountain, and these are the raptor fields. And yes, we've got some raptors. Hello. So the raptors are in the long grass, so it's really cool. But there's a couple of things here anyway, but we're all right. We got that sorted. So without further ado, I'm going to start some fixing. Oh my god, what is that? One of the trees has gone to a weird... That's a weird thing, isn't it? I like that. Looks like something out of a mod. Right, so we're going to do some building, guys, and I will come back and show you what we've done. Well, oh my god, guys, this is about 3 hours work later, probably 2 hours work later. Anyway, we've been doing lots of stuff, but it's not finished yet, and you'll see. So I've done all sorts. Right, so here is the famous shot, and you can just about see up there, guys. It's not finished, but we've got the lookout, and as we get closer over there, you'll see what I've been doing. Now, first of all, let me just show you this shot here. So this is the shot, okay, guys, which is the same as this, but not a bit closer. I suppose we go a bit closer, but it's slightly different. But the problem we've got is, and I'll show you now, is it's like they built the dome or designed the dome for the film, then they changed the film, and they had that great big scene with the Pteranodons down the valley, and then they like spliced it together, because you can see in this picture that the dome is complete, like the one I've got here, and it's got some stairs going up which we're going to put in, but literally behind it is the long valley where they run. So as I get closer, we'll bring it up to here to show you what I've had to do. So I've had to do quite a bit of manoeuvring to get this on the way, and I'll show you. We'll come back to the building in a minute. So what I've done, and it's not ready yet, is I've done a very secret. I thought, right, so it's like when you design something, and they built this to house the Pteranodons, and then they hatched the Pteranodons, because this was going on for years, and then they decided that this dome was way too small and would have to build a bigger reserve for them. Therefore, they then built the square reserve on the back, which goes down the whole valley. It doesn't yet. It gives you an optical illusion. So what I've done is, I've done it as you would do the building, which is, right, we'll have to scrap the dome. And the movie doesn't match the dome anyway because of some of the scenes. So what I've had to do is cobble together the screenshots from the design to the actual world as it is. So what we're going to have, and this is just the start, guys, is this is the building, the overlook tower, which we'll come to in a minute. But I've done a step. Now in the picture you can't see that. So I've done a step across. The dome will disappear down there. I will cut it all out once because I don't want to release the birds yet because they can escape. So the dome, and I'll show you where the dome is down here. So the dome has got an add-on to it, and I thought I might, I thought I could come a bit more, but I thought it wouldn't look right. So I could come a bit more, and you never know. I could actually come out and just move it and do another lot, but I'm going to keep it like that as it says, and because it still works for me. So then the big bit up here with the roof on is going to be this bit. This is going to go the whole valley, guys. So it's not finished yet because I needed to put some more glass in here. As you see, I didn't do this. So I got to the stage where I finished off the beam, because the beam arches over the top of the valley. And these beams go all the way down the valley for a long way, because if you think about it, Pteranodon carried him off, and then he carried him down the valley, which is where we're going to put the nest down there, and then they paraglided back from the nest. Remember it, he paraglided along the valley, caught him, and then come all the way back as well. And I forget the names, it's my fault. So I'm just doing this a minute back because this is, you can see this finished. I should have done this just now. So this, I haven't done the roof of this yet. I haven't started because then I've got another problem because of Minecraft and the limitations and the squareness of it. I've got to do cross sections then as we go along. So let's just go back. So that's like, you can now see the beam which goes across. I've done the structure as it is in the picture. We've got poles, and these poles and piles and concrete will be here. So it's going to have a flat roof like this, but it's got to be curved. So I've got to run, guys, a roof all the way along here. which is another problem we have. I'll come to all that in a minute. So I've got to run a roof, a domed roof, like that, all the way along the valley. So on the movie though, it has, so this will be now, this will start going round the valley, wider at that end, like a proper dome, wider at that end, wider at that end, and then we'll come across here. So that is going to be horrendous. Once I've done one though, I will be able to, I'll be very clever, and I'll be able to copy and paste. So once I've got the angle here going across, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do a new one that sort of goes right across there. And guess what? We're in the jungle. So guess what? It starts flipping raining straight away. As soon as you start filming, it starts blinking raining. Right. So we'll come back, and it's very bad rain. So that is a big task. The nest we're going to put. As I'm going to come along here. I'm going to do some stuff here. The nest will be. I'm going to take it. I'm going to do it like a. So we're going to come down to here. It should be a lot longer, guys, but due to the mountain scenery here, and then what will happen is the beams will come across. All of them will come level. We'll put the nest down here as such, because I think that'll be fun. And I'd like to know as well is how they paraglided down from there. And paraglided back. Well, he didn't. He crashed on the cliff. He crashed on the cliff over here. So we'll put this little bit as the cliff. We'll do a bit of a cliff area here, and have him crash in just about here somewhere with the parachute. So here's the underside of this. It is massive, I'll tell you. So we're not going to do it in the next episode. We're going to do it over a few episodes, but I've done absolutely loads in this episode. And it will all come together. You know me, I start building these things, and in the end it all works out. It always works out. We just think about what we're doing. What might be is we'll have another pillar here which goes across to there, and then we'll have another pillar there which then goes across, literally it needs to go across that angle, just to show you. So it needs to go across to there. It's just the way it is. And once we got this angle, I've worked out that once I've got the first ones in, I can copy and paste, and then I can sort of lay them down the valley. Some of them, depending on where they are, will go into the rock face, like that one over there. Some will sit above. Now on the movie, a lot of them sit above, so we'll see how we do that. We'll just put it in. And it's getting dark already, so let's just go over here to show you this. Right, so the bit I've done quite a lot of. So let's just come down to here and show you another picture. So if I show you the picture here. Right, okay, it's not finished, guys, so there's more to do. If I just go there as such, and let's show you this picture. So here is the famous shot of the building. Now let me just go time set day now. I think we've got it actually on it here, haven't we? We're time set day because it's already going dark. I need to do the same as I've done with the other maps, which is keep it on daylight, but you can't do it in 1.8. So that's the wrong time as well, but never mind, guys. So you can see the outright the building. The roof, the first roof bit isn't on, but I've also got the original artist plans. Let's just show you those quickly. So you can see that the original plans had a completely round house, and on the movie it's round house, but on the movie for the top bit it's got the two wings on the right and the left. So I've incorporated them into the design as I do, because it's not that big a building, but we're all right. So what I've done is incorporated. This is the inside, guys. This is where the stairwell will come up through here, because we've got a stairwell into a little tower up here. And we've got a stairwell that obviously goes down into the mountain and comes out within the dome area. So we've got to do that as well with the tunnel. So here's the windows anyway, guys. We've done the windows as they are. I thought about putting them at level 1, but in the end I decided not to because of the size of the building. It is quite high here with a single one there, and the roof starts going up inside. So here's the roof as it goes up to the tower level. And as I say, there's a stairwell which goes down and up, so we've got to put that in. So what have I done outside? Right, so I've done the walkway, because there is a walkway that goes all the way around the outside. We didn't see it in the movie, but we saw it in the plans and we saw it in the pictures. So, and I haven't decided which glass yet to put in here. because it's like similar to that in it. I suppose I could just do that because you can see inside. It's a good sort of all same color. So that's probably the glass I'm going to use because I haven't got any super clear glass on this version of Minecraft. And then we're going to put the roof, finish off the roof, because you can see I've done the roof here and all the way around. So it's not finished. We're there. The dome is here. I decided not to change that. If I did this again, if I'd done this bit again, I would have made a bigger dome. But then, of course, when I built the dome originally, going back all that way, I've also done all the work down below. And it lights up at night as well, by the way. So I've done all the stuff around here. So I'm not going to change that. And that I did it to look like the movie shot as we showed you before. So what else have I got to show you? Oh yeah, so I just wanted to show you, this is the nest. So the actual, in the movie, it goes down the whole valley. And you can see the whole valley, which I've got to do that as well. I've got to sort out the sharp cliffs on the valley as well, which I haven't done yet. So this is a long-term build, guys. So I think we've done quite a lot in the initial build. And you can see the roof. And then what they did is have netting, but there was no way those Pteranodons would be kept in by netting. So for me, it would have, you notice the state of it in the movie all smashed up. They would have escaped a long time ago, but it makes a good movie anyway. It's one of the I really like it as a good scene as such. So we're going to build it as such. I wish, if everything Jurassic Park, you're watching this guy, you're going to have to, I think this is your world, of course. No, sorry, this is not your world. That's a point as well. Yeah, it's not your world. And it's also half the size. So your world will be 1-to-1 Isla Sorna. And it would make it easier if you're able to shape your world before you start building on it and think about, this is probably one of the biggest landscaping issues in the world. Now what I would have done, see, is this valley, I would have filled all this in over here because the valley is a full gorge. So let's come to the other problem, guys. What we had over here was this valley. So I've started putting landmarks in. This was in the movie. This is the mound of soil. I have worked out that if I just put this in here, guys, so if they ran that far from so I would work out that probably the Spinosaurus, I mean, I'm going to make it a bit longer, I think, because we've got a problem here. No, we never saw that bit, did we? So we saw that bit. So Spinosaurus arena, Spinosaurus, but we could sort of think about looking like this. Yeah, looking like this probably. And it comes round, and it comes round, and it comes round, and it comes round. So that's probably how we're going to do, probably not that far, but that would be the Spinosaurus area. So we've got to put some trees in here. Right, now to the last bit, my landscaping. I'm going to show you this because this is a bit of fun to finish on. So yes, guys, in part of landscaping, what you do is you use sand, if people have done this, but I used MC Edit to put the sand in. Of course, then you've got to make the sand drop. And look, watch this, is what I mean, guys, because we're going to make it drop and then it forms a landscape once it does. And then we're going to do some more landscaping. So there's a big hole here, so shall we just let this go, guys, because it's all fun to watch. Oh, that was supposed to do the whole lot. It doesn't. Oh, well, it used to go. Let's do this. Watch this. Hey, I love watching it. Now my whole game will crash. It will come back in a minute. It'll all come back in a minute. I think the whole lot's gone. I've just realised now the whole lot's gone. Just wait for this. So anyway, guys, it's dropped now. So what I'm going to do is I'll do a bit more before we come back next time. Because I've just got to sort this area out to resemble this. So the valley goes off down. So I want to do the Spinosaurus area with trees and have it as a banking coming down here with a sort of area over here. And then I'll start doing the fence as well. So yeah, that's the way to do it. I'll change that all to grass and I'll take the top off it. It didn't all actually crash down. Every now and again it doesn't do this and it should have just crashed. So if I just do this, in fact they will come down now. Yeah, and they will come down, but sometimes it doesn't crash. So there we go. Right, okay. That is it. We're over 25 minutes now. 3 hours later. So thanks very much for watching. And as I say, we're going to be doing some other stuff in between. We'll keep coming back to this build. We got some other stuff to show you as well. So thanks for watching. Make comments please in the comment section and we'll get back to you. Bye bye for now.